We are a go, and yeah, my voice is not. Well, my voice is gone, but yeah, I think we're both a bit under the weather this time.
We are, yeah. Welcome to winter, everyone.
Yeah, it's really lovely. I've done well to avoid all sorts of colds for ages, but no, this one's hit me.
Yeah, same. I think you sound to be at the earlier stages. I'm kind of towards the end of mine, thankfully. So.
Yeah, Thursday night to Friday, throat, and now nose has joined in for the weekend. It's really nice, really helpful.
You'll be fine for work on Monday then, probably.
Oh yeah, I'll be absolutely fine.
Perfect.
I'll probably start to improve by the time we release this podcast to the lovely nation.
Indeed. Hello, lovely nation.
Hello all. Hello fans. See, this is how devoted we are. We're still here.
We're still here, even though I was far too ill to do one on Tuesday. But there we go. We're all good.
Yeah. And I was in two minds today, but I thought, no, come on, what else are you going to do? Lie in bed and do nothing. You might as well talk out loud.
And then do nothing.
Exactly.
Fair play. Okay, well...
If anyone's watching this on the day of record on Sunday, there may not be any uploads in the next immediate few days. I haven't had much time to film. Due to voice, because I'd rather have my voice back.
Yeah,
but
appreciate that.
There'll be some soon.
Good.
I don't know about that British guy, no?
Back to normal now. Saturday release, Tuesday release. Next week will be a Thursday as well. So yeah, just the one day off this week.
It's not
and we're back to normal again. So yeah, we'll all be good, and we'll probably keep this one a bit shorter than normal, just to save throats.
Yeah, I've got everything stocked up.
Lovely.
Loads of drugs.
All of the drugs. Okay.
All legal, of course. All from Boots.
Other supermarkets are probably not available.
No, not in my village.
Right. Who wants to start?
I can kick it off if you want.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, I was just generally going to bring up the subject that was in the news lately. I'll put a link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
That Nintendo have finally caught up to the pace with their counterparts of Sony and Microsoft, and have finally started to allow people to basically use their game footage without shared revenue and completely, I don't want to say free of charge because they're not charging, but free of revenue, free of shared revenue, as long as, of course, there's a creative input or commentary, like in most or all of fair use legislation and ruling.
Yeah, which kind of exists anyway.
Yeah, so basically they're saying, don't play a game for 5 minutes, say nothing, and put it on YouTube because that's ours.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah, but if you're kind of commentating over the top of it, or analysing it, or reviewing it,
Yeah.
So they join the civilised world, basically.
Yeah, basically. It's not something I can't admit, it's not something I ever particularly looked into because, I think it's more for people that have got 1,000+ followers rather than sort of 22 very grateful ones that I have at the moment. Yeah. So I never really looked into it because they had something called the Nintendo Creators Program, which if you signed up to it, it was a shared revenue program. So basically, you would get 60% of the advertising rights, and they'd get the other 40%.
So if you were monetized, you still wouldn't get all the money anyway?
No.
That's nice.
Unlike, to my knowledge, the counterparts of Sony and Microsoft, like probably yourself there, if you had to do, if you got to the point where you could monetize your videos, I don't think Sony would be knocking on your door asking for a percentage. No.
Well, I know I watch a fair few that are mainly PlayStation based, and they seem to make a living out of things. So. Yeah,
exactly. Whereas this time last week, if you were to do that with Nintendo, they would be knocking on your door asking for 40%.
Which, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem overly
However,
fair.
that has now changed, of course. That was probably why there was a massive resurgence of, from my experience, Pokemon YouTubers that utilise Patreon, but more than others would, that they really pushed Patreon to try and get a bit more money through that way.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I suppose they were kind of covering their own shortfall.
Indeed, yeah. I think some of them probably at points would rather use Patreon than get advertisements. It was quite.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was a lot more popular, but there was a lot of them that didn't use advertising and would just push the Patreon. Whereas if you'd watch like a Sony or a Microsoft based YouTuber, they would definitely go on their revenue
Yeah, makes
of
sense,
advertising. But yeah, so it was that was generally the crux of it. But with that, on a personal level, it is now including game trailers and Nintendo Direct footage, which is absolutely fair game now. Again, as long as there's a creative input or commentary. So
Yeah.
from a personal point of view, I'm absolutely looking forward to that.
It's kind of timed out perfectly for you then, really, at the beginning
I mean,
of your ventures.
I would have liked this to have happened about 6 months ago when all the Let's Go trailers were coming out, because I had so much I wanted to do on those, but you could only really have like screenshots and talk about it, and even then you had to sort of be careful what you were doing.
Yeah.
So I just didn't bother. I thought, well, I just can't even be bothered with that. That's too.
Yeah.
Well, I won't even go into the grey area. I'll stay in this very clear one here.
It seems like there's a lot more Let's Go players as well now, from what I can get from YouTube and Twitch because of that.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because it's gone over to the Switch, where 3DSs needed modifications to the physical console to actually get it to work for capturing footage. It wasn't as popular, but now the Switch is out, and you can still, for a significant price, but you could at least just plug something in, plug it into a laptop, and start recording. It was a lot more simple. So I think it is just due to the popularity of the Switch that Nintendo have made this decision. And it's
All hail the Switch.
Yeah, I welcome it, because before it was sort of like, trying to think of a metaphor. It was like, like a parent filming their, it's like a parent filming their child playing with Lego, and Lego commenting saying, "Give us 40% because you're playing with our product." It was a bit. I never really looked into it, like you say, into too much detail. It never really affected me directly. But I'm just happy now that people that do this for a living, and the ones I do watch on a regular basis, are now going to be able to probably do a lot more.
Yeah,
whereas they were just about getting by. Sorry, carry on.
No, like from your point of view, obviously you watch these guys a lot more than kind of I do, because I'm more on the Sony side of things. But I suppose that means that hopefully their output's going to be a lot more, so you'll actually get to enjoy more content as a viewer, as well as having to worry about what the legalities and what the procedures are from a production side of things as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to... I think it's probably going to be mainly the American side of things as well. Looking forward to them actually being able to spend a lot more time and a lot more effort. Not that, they haven't already. It's fantastic. I really enjoy the effort they put in. But I'm looking forward to the fact that it's just going to be so much more improved now. I'm just looking forward to it. I don't know if there's something you had opinions on from, like you say, bringing the Sony perspective into this.
Well, I just think it's about time, really. And I'm guessing that a lot of this is probably to do with, as you say, the popularity of the Switch. It's kind of almost free advertising for them. It seems stupid to not want to do this, because the more people can see this thing in action, anyone that's sitting on the fence with it can kind of make a more informed decision as to purchasing that console or certain games or whatever themselves. Whereas they wouldn't have had that exposure before. Yeah. And it's clearly not hurt Sony or Microsoft, does it?
Oh, no, not at all. If anything, I think it must have been weird sitting in the business meeting to say, right, we're going to forget this 40% revenue that we're getting in to try and appeal more to other people. It was a good move to make for Nintendo to drop that income to progress their company. I would say. Yeah. Not the whole company, but that element of it. I think it's very positive news, and I think it's about time.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if they've had a bit of a shake-up in kind of upper management.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
It's kind of
surprised.
along the lines of, well, just because we've been doing X for however many years, why don't we try doing Y or Z instead?
Yeah. Speaking of Y or Z, X or Y, they're the greatest games ever. No, yeah, it's. I think it's just very good news. It was something that, even though it didn't directly involve anything I do at the moment, it was still a very positive read.
Yeah.
I'll link the exact news story I read in the description if anyone wants to have a little look themselves.
Lovely. And if you would be so kind as to email me that, I'll put it on the link on my page as well.
Yeah, go for it. Will do.
Lovely stuff.
But that was pretty much all I had to bring. I did, not too much going on for my channel as such, because a little bit of illness. But I read that news story and I just wanted to express how positive I thought it was.
Cool. Lovely stuff.
That's pretty much it.
Mm.
Shall we? What's that British guy got?
I've got another. I've got another lovely little game.
Oh, lovely!
I have 6 theme songs
Right.
for certain groups or individuals as they make their way to the ring, and I would like for you to see if you can work out if there's enough character in these songs to work out if these people are, mainly if they're good guys, bad guys, face heels.
Oh, okay.
But also, as a little addendum, to work out whether they are male or female,
Right. Okay.
and whether this is an individual or it's a group.
Oh,
or a
okay.
stable.
Oh, so there's group walk-on songs as well.
Most of the time, individuals, when they come out that are part of the group, will come out to the same music. But
Right. Okay.
certain things make more sense in the context of a group than an individual, shall we say.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
often the whole group will come out, even if only one of them is actually participating in anything. So yeah,
Right.
I just thought from an outsider's perspective, just to kind of add to the character element, which is kind of my area, I suppose, more so, because I'm not anywhere near athletic enough. The character side is certainly much more of an interest from my side of things, and this is just part of the prelude to what comes next, I suppose.
Okay.
So they're in a completely random order, and yeah, I'll play, I don't know, about 20 seconds ish of them,
Okay.
and
Alright
we'll
then.
see if you can work out the answers.
Okay then.
Are you
Good,
ready for
bad
number
guy,
one?
Boy, girl, group, individual. Yeah. Okay.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, number one. Any ideas?
Yeah. Okay.
It kind of. There,
I'm gonna say.
kind of loops
I'm
back
going.
round
Yeah. I'm going with bad guy for that part,
Okay.
because it just reminds me of like a team. It reminds me of Team Skull in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I know it sounds ridiculous.
Fair play.
It's quite funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that, and I'm gonna say guy and
Right.
individual.
Okay.
An individual bad guy.
An individual bad guy. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I won't tell you, just in case that informs your decision making throughout.
Oh, right.
I'll let you know
Oh,
the
I
answers
understand.
to all of them at the end. So,
Yeah. Okay.
we're on to number 2 now.
Okay.
It's a new day, yes it is.
Right.
Slightly different.
Yeah. I'm feeling the complete opposite with this one.
Alright.
I'm feeling okay. Okay.
Yeah, happy with that
I'm
one?
feeling individual good girl.
An individual girl, okay.
Yeah, good as well.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
guy. Good person.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So a
Yeah,
face
that's-
female individual.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with that.
Right, number 3.
Oh, wow.
There ain't no stopping us now. We celebrate on the floor. Top down, we're ready to go.
Sounds like something from an advert.
To all the people across every nation. Turn it up and give me some more.
And then it kind of loops back round again.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's got to be good. If that's bad, that's just incredible.
Fair enough.
I'm saying good guy, male, individual again.
So the first one was a male heel on his own.
Yeah.
The second one was a female face character, good person, on
Yeah.
her own. And that was a male good character on his own.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Number 4. I will throw it out there. There might be duplication, possibly. There might not, but
Yeah.
there might be.
That's fine. I'll remember that.
Number 4.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. It's hard to tell if they're individual or team. That's the tough one. I haven't said team yet, so I'll say. I'm saying team for this.
This one's a team, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Say? Okay.
Can you have good and bad teams?
Well, yeah, one or the other. Usually not
Right,
a
okay.
mixture within the same group, but
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Female bad team.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
what I'm going for. If it's
Okay.
the complete opposite, then I've failed.
Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5.
Shock the system.
Right. Okay. Right, okay. I'm saying individual bad guy for this.
Did you hear those words at the beginning of that?
Oh, not the words, no. What were the words?
At the very beginning of that song, there were 3 words: "Shock the system." I don't know if that helps
Ah.
in any way.
I'm going to say bad then if it's a shock to the system.
Okay.
Yeah, individual bad guy. Yeah, individual bad guy. I'll go for it.
Okay. Individual bad guy. And number 6. This is the last one.
Interesting. It's very 80s rock and roll, that. Good guy team. I don't know, actually. It's interesting, that one. That could be
Any
anything.
ideas?
Yeah, that could be anything, that one. I'm going to say good guy team for that one. For that one, I'm going to say good guy team. I don't.
Good guy
that's
team?
Got, yeah, that's got a bit of everything. So I'm going to say good guy team.
Okay.
That's what
Well,
I'm going to say.
when it was originally used, it kind of was, because it was for a duo.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's now used for one guy on his own who's kind of broken away and basically stolen the song for himself.
Oh, okay.
One Jeff Hardy, who you may remember from
Yeah.
those very
Chris-
early games.
Was that Jeff and
Um,
Matt? Was it?
It was Jeff and Matt, yeah, and that's
Jeff
now
and
Jeff's
Matt Hardy.
music. In terms of... Now, the first one you said was a bad guy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, spot on.
Oh, was it? Oh, brilliant.
Bad guy on his own, Samoa Joe. The second
Okay.
one was a female face, right?
Yeah.
I think actually on all of them you got the face heel dynamic exactly spot on, and that was kind of
wow,
more what I was
okay.
aiming for. However, that was a group. The
Okay. I
second one.
think I found the face and the heel bit not easy, but that was the easier bit of the three.
Yeah, yeah. That to be honest, that's more the kind of obvious line in the sand in terms of character, anyway. So
Yeah.
the other bits were just me being curious.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a team called New Day.
Okay.
The third one was a female face character.
Right. Okay. What did I say
So
for that?
those two were just the wrong way round. So quite close.
Okay.
The fourth one, you said that was a female group, didn't you?
I think I did. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a female individual at the moment, but she has in the last couple of weeks kind of recruited a couple of lackeys.
Oh. Okay.
So whether they're going to end up using her music or not, I don't know.
What, like hench women?
Which could be the case. That's Shayna Baszler's music, and the second to last one was a bad guy group.
Okay.
As you say, the shock the system was kind of the obvious point there. That's kind of why I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that you heard what those words were.
Right. Okay then. Well, at least I got
Yeah.
part of it.
But to be honest, the face heel thing was spot on, and for the majority, I think the gender was pretty correct.
Yeah.
It was just, as you say, the group individual thing is quite difficult to work out,
Yeah.
to be honest. But
It is indeed.
It was
I'll
a
take
nice
that.
little-
I think that was
nice
alright.
little social experiment.
Yeah. It's not the first experiment I've done. I think I've
It probably won't
Got
be the
some-
last, I'm afraid.
Oh no, I'll have to think of one myself for next time.
Indeed.
I'll have to think of something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, I'll be happy with that one. That was all right.
Yeah. That was good stuff.
Indeed.
Shall I leave you to your illness for the rest of the afternoon?
Yeah, you can do, I suppose. I think I might lie down now. Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure we still did a podcast for our lovely fans, our lovely subscribers.
Indeed.
But yeah, okay then. Well, I shall. Yeah, well, I shall see you in a fortnight then.
Yes. See you in a couple of
Yes.
weeks.
Yeah.
Trying to find some Christmas games to collab on, but it's proving very difficult, and time-wise, I'm not entirely sure. Might have to just do generic winter ones in the new year.
Exactly. Yeah, might just we could always just play one game and wear Christmas hats. I'm sure that'll do.
Yeah, that could work.
We'll think of something. Yeah, watch this space, people. I think that's what we should do. See you in a fortnight then.
Fair dues. Okay then. Till next time.